What is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is Gonzalez. Alright guys, today we're gonna make a short video about some of the configurations that you can use after or during this stupid registration for the 120 or 10 days for the registration of the braces. Okay, so what type of configurations or options do you have if you don't want to get in the mouse trap and register your gun? All right, so let's go. Let's check this out. All right, so if you bought an AK-47, right, and was not it didn't have the configuration from factory, with a brace, you're good to go. You don't have to register nothing. All you have to do is remove and use it as a pistol because it was bought as a pistol without a brace. All right. Same with the Scorpion, right? Any type of gun just like this one, right? If you threw a bust up and you have to remove this piece right here from factory, and the gun was sold without the brace, you're good to go. All you have to do is put it back to the same configuration as a pistol that you bought it without a brace, and you are good to go. All right. In the meantime, till the Supreme Court maybe fix the situation. All right. So, but if you got those Scorpions that came with a fancy brace, you know what's funny about this? That since the beginning, I know that the ATF or somebody in the government was gonna start messing up with this. And be ready, because this angle grip right here, they will go after too. They will start, because they cannot take your right as ones. So they're gonna start chipping little by little, right? Your Second Amendment till you have no more options. Okay? So let's go on and see some of the configurations, right? So if you have an AR-15, it don't matter what caliber, with a short barrel, right? Like this one here. This one, it was, or is gonna be again in the future, maybe. I don't know. One of my last builds, right? So I bought the lower as others without a brace or anything. So it's a build. So I got a 5 inches barrel, 300 blackout right here, the whole configuration, right? And then I remove the lower from that upper receiver, and guess what? They can't do shit because this right here is registered as others. So I can always, right, throw another configuration in it, right? You don't have to remove your brace or just your adjustable brace if you purchase the lower, right, as others, right? Others means you can do a pistol, remove this right here and the buffer tube without the adjustable portion, right? So you cannot reattach the brace, right? And then put a short barrel rifle. I mean a short barrel in the front, which is a pistol, right? You can obviously you cannot shoulder it, right? But if you have the option that you have a 16 inches barrel, right, which is a rifle length, you can build a pistol or you can build a rifle because it's registered as others. So that means you can leave your adjustable, right, because it's the same as a bust up pretty much when you register for a short barrel rifle. So when you register for a short barrel rifle, you can remove, once you register for a short barrel rifle, you can remove this right here, right? Because it's already a short barrel rifle, right? So pretty much you can keep it, or you can swap it out and put a bust up, which is better because it's a rifle configuration, right? And it's registered as other and never was bought with the configuration of the brace. Right? It was built from the ground lower as others. right? Other means a rifle or a pistol, right? Or you can build an SBR, but you have to submit the $200 tax stamp, right? So that's the bill right there, right? So we went from this, right? 5-inch barrel, which was the prior configuration. Remove this, or you can leave it if you want to, right? With a 16-inch barrel, which is very legal, okay? So now, let's move on. Like this one right here. This is 7.5-inch barrel, which before was a better legal after over 40 million braces sold, right? When somebody stupid in the government decided to, change this and, make everybody in the next 100 and some days a felon, okay? So pretty much they are trying to obligate you to register your gun, so later if they have the chance they can confiscate it and have pretty much your word submitted with your signature saying, yes, I have this short barrel rifle, okay? So what I did is, so the rule says that you have to remove, if you want to keep the pistol configuration, remove your brace completely with adjustable brace and put this configuration, just a tube, so you cannot reattach the brace. Which, at the end of the day, it's a bullshit. Because I remember the first braces that came in the market, right, were not adjustable, were straight on the tube, right? So, outside, I don't mind. So, anyways, this is the configuration here. This is a pistol, completely legal pistol, no bust up. You cannot reattach an adjustable bust up. Okay, there you go. Boom. Now, let's go better than this. So, with this 5 inches right here, right, I can have it as another spare. That one is a 300 blackout. The one that I have in the configuration right now is a 5.56. So, with that one, well, this one doesn't have the internals, but it's just for show purposes, okay? There you go. I can change the configuration 5 inches and still completely legal because it doesn't have a bust up. Now, let's go to another one, right? I can take this bill right here. I'm gonna remove it again. So I have a lower receiver, right, with just a tube. Now, remember, I bought this lower right here without a brace. So this one is receive it and not registered, but it's been received through the FFL as others, right? And by law, on that rule, I can build a pistol or I can build a rifle. All right, so in this configuration, as you guys can see it, right? Now you guys are taking on a pistol, but let me show you something. I got the other lower, right, from the other configuration. And I'm gonna throw it here. This is a 16 inches 5.56, all right? So, throw in there, right? And you guys are gonna be like, why in the hell I'm going to have a 16 inches barrel in just a plain tube, right? Like a pistol. Well, actually, right, there's configurations, right, for both for tubes that are fixed, right? Fixed, that means that you cannot adjust it or anything. It's just one size and that's it, right? So for this reason, right, I can put a bust stock whenever I want in this configuration, right? Because it's other lower and I can build whatever the hell I want that is under the law, which is a pistol or a 16 inches rifle, right? So with that being said, right, I can throw a bust stock in it. And this is a bust stock piece right here, right? A fixed bust stock. I'm not gonna tighten it up, it's just for presentation. All right, there you go. So I can have a fixed box up in that tube, because it's a 16 inches barrel and it's completely legal. Okay. So even if I keep another, I have another 300 blackout here, right? Even if I have another 300 blackout, right? And this is a rifle configuration all the way to the bust up, right? And I have another brace, right? And this brace doesn't have an adjustable tube, right? But if I want to throw a brace on this, right, you can remove it. You can remove it. Man, that's tight in there. I like it. You can remove it. And if you want to throw a brace in there, it's not legal. It's not illegal. It's completely legal because you're using it for what they're saying that we're using it, and that's why we have to register it, right? In a short barrel. But this is not a short barrel, so we don't have to register shit, right? So I can shoulder whenever I want. This right here, I use it as a bust duck because it's a 16 inches barrel, right? It's a rifle, right? Now, if I coming back to this configuration right here again, right, where I had this, right, I can just remove it. I can remove it, right? Remove the upper receiver. And before I put this, I have to remove this configuration and go back to the legal version of the pistol, right? That is not brace, and that you cannot attach a brace pretty much, right? And there you go. As a pistol, you cannot put anything, a bust up or a brace in it, according to the law. According to the law, right? So that's a couple of options, guys. You know, it's a little tricky. You know what I mean? It's a little tricky. I mean, you can still swap using the same configuration magazines and everything and leave it here, you know. But the rule is just don't have the configuration where you can attach this type of brace in it, right? Even if you can attach the old school braces, because the first ones was attached straight to the tube, the pistol tube, right? And I don't see why you can't. Well, whatever. So I'm not gonna say anything, right? But it's not in the pistol anymore, right? But like in the other configuration that I have, right? This is a lower that was received as orders. So pretty much orders means I can have this configuration right here, right? As long as I throw a 16 inches barrel and don't present or put a 5 less than 16 inches barrel in this lower right here, I can use a bust duck or I can use a brace. All right, it don't really matter. All right, so pretty much this configuration right here, if you have one pistol already with your tube, you can use two configurations, 300 blackout and 5.56. And in the old low receiver, you can use a brace or you can use a bust duck with a 16 inches barrel. All right, till let's see the Supreme Court does something for this country. All right, and say, you know, enough is enough. Okay, more than 40 million braces sold, including the ones sold with the guns solely, are illegal because they say, I want to create a rule. All right, it's a big number. 40 millions is a big number. That means, let's say 20 millions of those 40 millions, right? I'm like, oh shit, you know, I don't have to pay the $200 tax stamp, right? So it's gonna be for free pretty much, right? But guess what? Nothing is free in this life. Nothing is free. Nothing is free. Everything have a price. And that price will be if one day they go through a ban on the guns, or they decide to, like, okay, short barrel rifles are illegal. Right? Let's start chipping a little bit, right? Let's start with the 16, anything under 16 inches is gonna be illegal, right? Because you can conceal it, and with a bus stock, it's gonna be very, very dangerous. All right. So let's start with the anything lower than 16 inches. There you go. They have your information, they have your address, they have your social, they have the configuration, they have the serial number, they have everything they want to go knock on your door with your paperwork to retrieve that firearm. But it's up to you. You know, if you can afford it, it's up to you. So you got the options, you do whatever you want. All right, but hey, I'm doing this so you can be smart about it. Okay, so I will see you guys in the next video. Stay safe out there. You know, keep fighting for your rights. Don't bend over. Okay, don't bend over and let them do whatever they want. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay safe. Hey, and don't forget to subscribe.